Hello everyone and welcome to Tap Dance. I'm excited to be teaching this as part of the Common Ground workshop series this week. Hopefully you've already got the email explaining the sort of hybrid synchronous and asynchronous thing that we're going to try this week, where I'm going to make these short tutorial videos and post one for every day of our session. And then we have a Q&A time during our class time each day where you can tune in on Zoom and I'll answer questions or troubleshoot or help you with the steps. So this workshop is all about tap dancing, and in the Zoom Q&A I'd love to talk a little bit about tap and address some of its history and talk about some of the backstory. But let's get right into dancing first and look at some steps. Today we're going to start learning a shuffle, and a shuffle is something that is all over just about every style of tap dance, but also clogging and step dancing and other percussive dance styles. So shuffle is a great thing to have in your pocket. Mostly what we're going to do this week is we're going to learn a different rudiment or a different basic step each day. And then we're going to talk about how would you use that step in an improvisational context, because improv is a huge part of tap, so we definitely want to be kind of revisiting that. This is not so much a choreography-based class where I'm going to teach you repertoire, because what I would love to do is to give you some tools so that you could leave this week and put on some music and improvise, or go to a tap jam and join the circle and do some improv. Because that to me is really the most important part of tap as sort of a traditional art form that is a social practice that is mostly built around improvisation. So, improvising with the shuffle. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to stand with our weight on one foot. We're going to shake out the other foot and shake out the ankle and make sure that the ankle is nice and loose. Do that on the other side. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Make sure it's totally relaxed. Make sure you can feel the weight of your foot and feel the weight as kind of an agent in this process. So with that nice loose ankle, now we're going to start to lift our knee a little bit. And we're going to really put the focus on the up part of that lift. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Lifting the knee in front and making sure that the foot is coming up, not tucking it up underneath us here, but up in front of us like so. Okay? That's the motion that is going to be underlying this shuffle. Now what's going to happen is, as we do that motion, we're going to bring the foot down towards the floor a little bit, let the ankle go really loose, and we're going to see if we can't brush the floor, so that when the foot goes down and out, we get a brush. And then as the knee comes up and the ankle releases and relaxes, we get another brush. So the ball of the foot is basically brushing out and back, and that's going to look like this. So that's and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and so on. Try that on the other side. Let's do the same thing on the left. I'll turn this way so you can see what this looks like from behind. We've got and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you go. Okay? So we're putting that count on the second part of that double sound. And 1, and 2, so that our accent is really going up on the second part of the shuffle. So that would be a great drill to do it first. As many as you want on one side, and then switch and do the other side. But from there, once you kind of have that pattern ingrained, you can start to do a shuffle on one side and then a shuffle on the other. And all you have to do is just step to transfer your weight in between. Like so. We're going to go shuffle and then step. Shuffle, step, shuffle, step, shuffle, step, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you can start to take that idea of shuffling and stepping, do that nice and slow, then gradually speed it up. Maybe try it to some different types of music and see how it feels. The rhythm that we're doing for this exercise, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, is a nice way to connect us to some music that swings a little bit. So let's try this. We're going to do that shuffling pattern. Like so. 1, 2, 3, and
see with someone new. What does that mean? That I'm untrue when we are apart. What's in my heart reveal our kiss make out my memory.
So that's how that works. And then you can start to mix together those single shuffles with doubling up a shuffle on one side or the other. So we can say 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1 step, 2 step. 1, 2, 3 step. Kind of mixing and matching with single shuffles, triple shuffles, double shuffles. Let's see what that's going to sound like to some music. And don't feel like you have to do exactly what I'm going to do, because I am doing an improvisational pattern that is not necessarily predictable. The important thing is just shuffles and steps and make it your own.
And others' arms may hold
5, 6, ready, here we go.
and you never will.
So that's the shuffle, and that's day 1 of tap dance here at Common Ground on the Hill. Tune in tomorrow for some more steps, and I look forward to chatting with you at the Q&A.